So, you want to know everything about Overwatch 2? You've come to the right place, my friend. In this video, I'm going to be giving you everything. I mean everything, to the smallest detail on this Overwatch sequel. Some of this stuff you're gonna know, like 5v5, because it's been talked about a lot, but I'm still gonna go over it, give my thoughts on some of this stuff. I'm gonna be going a little off script here, so if I have to re-say some sentences, get used to it. So I'm going to be starting this video off by pointing out that I'm going to be splitting this video into two pieces. I'm not uploading two videos, I'm just splitting this one video into two. So the first half of this video is going to be talking about multiplayer, some changes that are coming to multiplayer, some basic changes between the two games. And in the second half I'm going to be talking about the campaign mode, because if you didn't know, Overwatch is now being split into two. Overwatch 2 is being split into two different games. You have the multiplayer, which is going to be free to play, and you have the campaign, which is the story stuff. You have to pay for that. We're going to get into this a lot. So, starting off with some simple differences between the two games. New maps. We have several new maps. So, new maps coming to Overwatch 2. First, I'd like to point out that some of the maps in Overwatch 1 will be in Overwatch 2. But we're getting a handful of new maps as Toronto, Rio de Janeiro, I don't know, I butchered that, Monte Carlo, Gothenburg, Rome, New York, and Bangkok/India. That's rumored. It's rumored. It's not confirmed yet. Poland, that's rumored as well. But we have a bunch of new maps. I'm really excited for New York City. We've already got some gameplay. It should be playing now, I believe, of the New York City map. It looks beautiful. Monte Carlo, I'm excited for. All of these maps, I'm really excited for. Toronto especially, just because I really like these blues and the reds that they have. I'm very excited for all these maps. And to be honest, looking at some of these pictures of the Bangkok/India, and just some of the rumored maps, they look really nice, and I really hope that they come to Overwatch 2 as well, because they look really, really nice. And going off to, talking about the original maps. Yes, original maps will be in this one, so you'll have, Kings Row, for example. You'll have Kings Row. I imagine that they'll be improved and remodeled just a bit, but it's not, I don't know if it's confirmed yet. So your favorite Overwatch 1 map will be in Overwatch 2. That's exciting. Let's see, what else? New hero. New hero, her name is Sojourner. We've already got, it's crazy, we've already got a new hero, that playable hero, as in Overwatch 2, and her name is Sojourner. She has a plasma rifle, I believe. She's really cool character design, and she's not new to Overwatch. She is a new playable character, but in the Uprising, I believe, story event in the first Overwatch game, she is on the comms talking to you and giving you orders. So she has existed in this world for a while now. She's just now coming out as a playable character on Overwatch 2. So that's very exciting. Really like to see some of her abilities, stuff like that, in action. Hero changes, we've got a couple of those. I'll use Reinhardt, for example. Reinhardt now has two of his fire slash things, and his charge is now able to be more easily controlled. That's really exciting. So some of those, but there are other characters who are being changed. I'd also like to point out that some heroes might be completely changed. The devs have said that they are trying to get rid of CC in Overwatch 2, crowd control, it stuns if you didn't know. They're trying to get rid of that stuff, and that can be concerning for some characters, like my favorite, Doomfist, or another one of my favorites, Sigma, who both have CC, crowd control, stuns, stuff like that. That can be worrying, because, what's going to happen to my favorite character in the game? That's kind of worrying, but I really hope that they don't do anything too drastic to these characters, that they stay true to them. I believe they will. Obviously, some stuns will be left in the game, like the sleep dart for Ana, just because that's that's basically what defines her. The sleep dart for Ana, yeah, that's her. So you can't really get rid of that stuff. So that'll be staying, but some of the other stuff, like I think McCree doesn't have a flashbang anymore, I think. But some of that stuff will be changed, and I'm kind of worried for some characters. New hero looks. New heroes will have different looks. Genji has a hoodie, that's freaking awesome. Other characters have been remodeled. So far, we only have a handful. I think it's Lucio, Mercy, Tracer, Reinhardt, Mei, Genji, like a couple characters that have, and Baptiste. Only a couple of these characters have the like finished public remodeled models, so they look really nice. I'm excited for them. Just yeah, stay true to the character. Just make sure you do that. I know they will, they do, but make sure you're staying true to them. Now, new passives for people in multiplayer and campaign. I believe there will be new passives. That's not getting rid of the passives that people already have, like Genji can double jump, and Hanzo as well can wall climb, stuff like that. That's a passive. That stuff won't be changed, but classes will have different passives that everybody in that class will have. So like damage, they move faster. Tanks are CC immune. So when there is CC in the game, there is crowd control, stuff like that. They are CC immune though. So like a Reinhardt Shatter won't affect the Roadhog or D.Va on the enemy team. Healers, they automatically regain health after a few seconds of not being shot. So these will change. A couple of my worries are that healers won't be able to keep up to damage. Now, that's kind of silly when you think about it, because a lot of these healers have like movement abilities, like Mercy can just fly to Genji or something like that, right? But some like Ana, they don't have movement abilities. They don't really need to like catch up because she has a scope. She can just do that stuff. Like I don't know. But you know, they'll make them already harder to hit for sure. Them being crowd control immune, tanks being crowd control immune, that's gonna be game changing in a way. And healers being able to regenerate their own health, that will be awesome. I have been waiting for that one. I'm gonna be honest, waiting for that one. Now there's a new game mode. All right, I don't remember. Give me 1 second. There's a new game mode. There's a new game mode coming to Overwatch 2. Give me 1 second. I'm looking at this stuff. There is a new game mode coming to Overwatch 2, but the downside of it is they're getting rid of Assault. Alright, they're getting rid of Assault. Now, let me explain, because I said that the maps would be in this game, and yes, they will. Alright, so the new game mode they're adding is called Push. I don't really know how it works, but I'm pretty sure it has a robot, and each team like has to gather around the robot to control the robots. I think it's somewhat like Escort, I believe, but like 2 different teams are fighting for this Escort. Basically, I believe that's how it works. So the Overwatch 1 maps will be in Overwatch 2, but the Assault maps, because there's no Assault mode in Overwatch 2, the Assault maps will be changed in certain ways. Like you'll have King's Row, for example, or something like that, right? And that will open up, or like you'll have an Assault map, right? But there's no Assault game mode, so basically it'll open up, like one part of the map will be closed off, and then like a whole new part of the map that we've never seen before will be there, right? So the maps that we love will still be in this game. It's just not the same game mode. You won't be playing the same style, and they'll be a little bit different. What else? Features will not go to the original Overwatch. I have been asked about this a couple times. I know this is kind of a big question. Will some of these changes come to Overwatch 1? Their plan is no. Overwatch 1 and 2 are supposed to be a bit different. And I do not think that these changes will be going to Overwatch 1. I do not believe Sojourner. I do not believe this new, the new hero or the new game mode or the new maps will ever go to Overwatch 1. I believe that new maps will go to the original game. New, maybe possibly a new game mode. I'm guessing new characters at some point because they've said that, you know, we're working on Overwatch 2 right now, so we're not going to add any more characters to Overwatch 1 until we're done with Overwatch 2. And Jeff Kaplan had said that Echo is the last hero. Jeff Kaplan's not in the lead right now, so there is a chance that we'll be getting, later down the road after Overwatch 2 is out, new heroes to Overwatch 1. And I do believe that maybe some of these changes will go to Overwatch 1. Like, they'll test. It'll basically kind of like be a test. They'll be like, okay, let's see what McCree is played like and how he affects the game if he has no flashbang, right? And they'll be like, whoa, this is an example. Whoa, this is really good. You know, we're getting a lot of positive feedback. This is really nice. What we're going to do is we're actually going to change him in the first game. Changes like that, I believe, are going to happen, but they're not going to be character involving, or they're just going to be small, right? That's what I think, at least. Now, the release date for Overwatch 2, this is not confirmed by Blizzard, but evidence shows that we've been able to narrow it down to 2 days. The 19th or the 20th of February 2022. Next year, February the 19th or 20th. That's basically what we got so far. Now, 5v5, it's a big, like, a lot of people are pointing out reasons that it's a good change, and a lot of people are pointing out reasons that it's a bad change, and I can agree with both sides. I'm really biased, like, in the middle when it comes to this. I don't know. I think they need to change it back to 5v6 for one reason. Just because they need to make Overwatch 2 as much of like a victory. Yeah, we got millions of dollars from this, and the only way they're going to do that is if they if they really appeal the audience, right? So if they change all the characters to like zombies, let's say, if they change all the Overwatch characters to zombies, all of them, no matter what, people are probably not going to be happy with that, and a lot of people won't play the game. That's a crazy example, but like 5v5, a lot of people don't like that. And a lot of people won't play the game because of that. So what they need to do is they really need to make this game as good to the public and as appealing as they can, but not have it so the public warps their game, if you understand what I'm saying. They need to make the game as fun, as exciting as it can be for people to play, but they just can't have it be the public's game. Like, they still need to make their own decisions. Whatever they do, they need to make this game popular, and they need to make it appeal to the audience, stuff like that. 5v5 so far has been looked at mostly negatively, so they might need to change that just for that reason. But I see what they're doing, you know, the tank class isn't that popular, so it'll get rid of that extra tank slot that people get upset about and nobody really plays. I get that, but I don't know if it's really necessary. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. The UI, I believe it is called UI, right? Gaming. The UI is changed, right? Yeah. The UI is changed in this one. Now that's like not a really big detail or anything we need to worry about, but it is changed in the Overwatch 2. It looks a little different, more like a beta version of the game, to be honest. I really like what they've got now with Overwatch 1, but I'm open to new styles, stuff like that. But it is changed, I just like to point that out. Health bar, how your shield appears on the screen, stuff like that. It's changed a bit. Overwatch League schedule. This one's a little interesting. So basically, the Overwatch League, they're scheduled to start playing very soon, but the Overwatch 2 is coming out very soon as well. So they're going to be pushing the Overwatch League schedule back just a bit right before Overwatch 2. And basically what they're going to be doing is they're going to be playing on a beta version, an alpha, whatever, a very early version of Overwatch 2. So this is very, very interesting. It's a really smart thing to do, to be honest. And it's really smart because basically, like, you get to watch the gameplay of professional teams play this new game, and it gets you excited, stuff like that. So it's a smart thing to do. Beta version, I don't know, it's kind of scary to be honest, but we'll see. Now, Overwatch 2 multiplayer will be free to play. Multiplayer will be free to play. You can play with your friends, stuff like that. So we should be seeing a lot more people playing that just because it's free. If someone doesn't want to spend $20 or on Overwatch 1, they can now just play the second game for free. So they're gonna be a lot more players there. That's good. But I don't know. I was gonna talk about something else, but I don't know if it fits in the video. All right, now we're gonna be moving on to a smaller bit of the video, the campaign. All right, the campaign will cost money. The campaign will not be free, and I talked about this in another video of mine way back a couple months ago, and I had suggested that it would be, or I had guessed that it would be like in the 40s, and to be honest, I'm seeing it more in the 60s or even higher, to be honest. 50s, 50 above, 40 above, that's what I'll go with. I'll still stand with like $40 or above. That's really what it's going to be. I don't know if this whole campaign, because like the campaign is huge. I have a pretty decent list here of stuff that they've changed for this campaign. It's pretty big. They've put a lot of time into this campaign, and to have one half of the game just be simply free, I don't think it's going to be a cheap, nice $20, $10, anything like that. I think it's going to be 40 or above. It's going to be pretty big, though. I've seen a lot of very well-known sites point out it's going to be 60 or above. I'm going with 40 above. I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. What do you think? Now, random weather in the story mode. This stuff, when I say that they were putting a lot of time into the story, this campaign mode, they're really putting a lot of time into it. Like random weather, it can be day sometimes, it can be night, it can be snowstorm, it can be sandstorm, it can be all kinds of stuff. Obviously you're not gonna have like a sandstorm blowing through like freaking New York or some crap, but still, different weather, different lighting, all kinds of different stuff. Man, when I saw Hollywood with like when they revealed, oh yeah, Winston's gonna have like a secondary attack, stuff like that. When they revealed that on like a sunset version of Hollywood, I was like, yeah, I need to get this game. It looks beautiful. They're really stepping up their game. New enemy alts. So the enemies in this game are the Omnics again. They're coming back, I guess. I don't really know the story, but there are tons of new enemies. They have different abilities, stuff like this, all kinds of different stuff. You can upgrade your heroes and their abilities in Overwatch 2. This is, I'm going to admit, pretty freaking cool. You can upgrade your character now in Overwatch 2. The campaign, at least. I don't believe at all that it'll be in the multiplayer. But the Overwatch 2, like, the campaign, you'll be able to upgrade your character, like, let's see. Lucio's healing zone is expanded by, like, 20%, probably. I think that's one. Stuff like that, or like you heal for 55 every time Tracer uses like rewind or whatever. Like, it's pretty cool, to be honest. Really exciting. And this is kind of like a general section where I just have two things in this little bit. Basically, they've upgraded the graphics, so the graphics are a lot better. I think they just added more detail to everything, to be honest. I don't know if there's going to be like another setting, like now, Overwatch 2 in 4K. I mean, probably, it's today, but or 8K or 16K, 136K, I don't know, I'm just getting off now. But they've upgraded their graphics, so that looks pretty good. The sounds, they've also upgraded that. I don't know what they upgraded. I'm pretty sure it's just like more detailed and specific sounds. Like each character will have their own footsteps and sounds like that. I don't know. It's interesting. I really like stepping up the game here. But what are your thoughts on Overwatch 2? What are your thoughts on Overwatch 2, the multiplayer for this point? I think it being free is genius. If it costed something, it would be a massive flop. Alright? It would be just a massive flop. And it being free to play really helps it, just because, like, if we really think about it, what's the difference between Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2 multiplayer? If all we've got is a new game mode, new maps, like, the characters have changed a bit, they have new, like, Genji has a hoodie, different game modes, stuff like that. If that's really it, then it's basically just an extension. It's like buying the legendary version, or like the heroic version, or something crazy like that for Overwatch 1. And if it was anything, if it costed anything like 40 or above, that would be freaking ridiculous. 30 or above, that would be ridiculous. $30 for like a simple extension, I don't know. But it being free to play is definitely a very wise choice. I have to go through with it. I really wish him the luck. Did I miss anything on the list? I'm asking you guys, did I miss anything on the list? I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to be coming out with more videos soon. Schedule might be tight a bit because I'm going to be running into some stuff. I won't be able to make as many videos in the next 3 or 4 months. But I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, life is short. Play great games.